happening from the morning. So here I remember one thing. We pray to Swami, like he is everywhere, in us, with us, outside, everywhere. And we pray that he is like relative to everyone, he is Rakshak to everyone, and he is dear and most father, mother, and brother. Every relationship is him. So let's all pray Swami. And we believe Swami is everywhere. So please experience his presence in this hall. And we have Swami's chair. Please be aware Swami is here and pray to him. So this Aradhana day, so it came in between. So on 2011, April 24th. So Swami, this day, he made us realize that he is everywhere. So it's like he left the physical form, but he is within us, in every heart of us, and within us, within the kids, within everyone. So this Aradhana Mahotsavam is not a day of sorrow. So it is a day of gratitude for the life and teachings, reflection on how well we are practicing his message, rededication to the life of love and service. So we have to remind ourselves that Swami lives through our thoughts, words and action. That is the best way to worship Swami, to live his teachings. So our Aradhana theme is like his life is message and his message is love. So Swami always emphasizes on love. So he calls us everyone as Prema Swarupularam, means embodiments of love. So he emphasizes on loving everyone. The central teaching of Swami is saying love is not ordinary, but selfless, pure and universal love. So he says, start the day with love, fill the day with love, end the day with love, that is the way to God. This love expression itself through kindness in words, compassion in actions, service to others. He also taught us God is present in every being, serving others is serving God himself. So we also emphasize more on serving and service activities. That is why service activities he started in a big scale, and we are doing at our level in our centers, at the society level. So love according to Swami is not just an emotion, it's a true nature, and we can see that in three forms: Adhar, Dhara and Radha. So Adhar is faith in God, and Dhara is continuous remembrance, and Radha, complete selfless love. So let's all pray to Swami and emphasize on these three: Adhar, Dhara and Radha. Let's all become Radhas of Swami. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Unity, purity, and divinity. Speaking of unity, we are all gathered here for Swami's Aradhana. All members, Sai members from various centers, Greensboro, Charlotte, Anderson, and Raleigh, welcome to all of us. We are one Sai family. It is being said that this is Aradhana Mahotsavam. Mahotsavam means it's a grand celebration. But as Sister mentioned, after April 2011, we do not have the physical proximity of Swami anymore. Our eyes, some of our eyes, have had the darshan of Swami. With our hands, we have the good fortune of touching Swami's lotus feet. And some of us even had the good fortune of speaking with Swami, Swami speaking to us. But after 2011 April, we don't have that fortune. So what is this celebration about? This celebration can only be a celebration of Swami's love for his devotees, a celebration of Swami's life and message. And I think this celebration will be complete only when we take that one step towards Swami by following Swami's teachings. Today I pray that Swami showers his love in our barren hearts as Swami sings, Prema Rahita Marubhumulalo Prema Kuramula Pempo పొంద ప్రేమావేశముతో ప్రేమ సుధా వర్షము వర్షింపగా ప్రేమ నదులు ప్రవహింపగ మురళి గానము సేయగదే కృష్ణ గానము సేయగదే స్వామి గానము సేయగదే. With those few words, I would like to I have the honor to introduce our guest speaker, Girish Jandiala Garu, who is our regional president. Sri Jandiala Girish is blessed to be born to pious couple Sri Jandiala Nageshwar Rao and Sri Padmavati Garu. He had the opportunity to study in Swami's institutions in Prashanti Nilayam, from higher secondary school to masters in economics and MBA. His grandfather, Shanti Sri Jandiala Venkateshwara Shastri Garu, was blessed by Swami to write Tapovanam, as we already know, Sri Satya Sai Charitra, in Telugu language. Girish was chosen Telugu speaker by Swami himself in Sai Kulant Hall on many occasions. He was also blessed with innumerable opportunities to offer cultural and programs and poems in the physical presence of the Lord. Sri Girish Jandiala is currently a leader in organization leadership and effectiveness at Lincoln Financial Group. He lives with his wife and Divya and twin children in Greensboro, North Carolina, USA. I now request Brother Girish to come and say a few words. Thank you. Jai Saran.
To our dear Swami, revered elders, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram. See, our national devotional leader is here. Many thank you, Sai Ram. Thanks for your leadership in our country here. I want to say just a few words before we have our guest speaker to interact with us. First of all, my many congratulations and best wishes to the Charlotte Sai Center for stitching such a beautiful day together for all of us on the occasion of Sri Satya Sai Aradhana Mahotsavam. I have had the privilege of watching Charlotte grow from strength to strength in the last one decade, and it is really phenomenal to see how you have really taken the center notch by notch up, exactly as Swami would be very proud of. And that's something I have been a witness to watch right from the leadership of Uncle Chucks, followed by Jaya, followed by Brother Hari, then Sai, and now Bandre. All of you and your team have done a phenomenal job in how you really brought a Charlotte Sai Center together. As Swami would say, the start of any organization is to build a very strong structure, which is what I believe you have done through years and years of practice, which then transitioned into a behavior that revolves around the organization, stretching into a mindset where our lives are really working around Swami and Swami's organization, ultimately creating the culture exactly as Swami has envisioned the organization should grow, and it is. Today, as you stand tall as the center, as one of the centers in Region 3, it fills my heart with immense pride that I have watched this journey from very close quarters. Thank you so much for all of you, your leaders, and every member. This is an occasion to really thank Swami for giving you the opportunity. I'm sure Swami will be very proud how you have done this in the last many years. On this occasion, I know many thoughts have been shared exactly on the Aradhana Mahotsavam. I have wondered too for a very long time, is this a day of mourning or is this a day of celebration? Two thoughts passed my head, and I will let you listen to the guest speaker immediately after that. One is, anything happens in the life of Swami, as we believe Swami is the avatar of the age, is holy. For the reason that there is one thing more powerful than Swami himself. What would that be? The one thing more powerful Swami's love, Swami's message. The one thing more powerful than Swami himself is Swami's will. Because even Swami conducts himself based on how he has willed it to happen. So all of us in the organization, as we call ourselves proudly the devotees of Satya Sai and the members of Satya Sai organization, must have absolute faith in the fact that if it is not willed by Bhagavan, it will not happen. If that we have put behind us, we have to also come to terms with the fact that Swami has willed that he must leave on the 24th of April 15 years ago, and that is the only reason he has left his physical form. With that said, he also said he has come for a mission. As Swami beautifully describes in the poem, Avatarinchutanutalo Ardhamemi, Janulapai Priti Vatsalya Partatoda Varis Thaiga Digavichi Bhuviki Jiva Prajnato Patu Daiva Prajna. I come down to the level of the mankind, so you feel kinship with me. Hopefully one day you will rise up to the level I desire you to rise up to. If that is the desire Swami had come with, that is the mission Swami has come for, and Swami has left on the day 15 years ago, he has not left it unfinished. He has left an organization built by him with his own hands and installed all of us as his devotees, as his leaders, as people running the organization. With that hope he has left, and the duty that is left for all of us is to make sure that he and the faith that he has put in all of us come true. And the prayer I want all of us to have today and to ask Swami of every day is to make sure we live up to his expectations and never fall short. So we don't have to one day face Swami and say, Swami, I failed you. So I pray today that all of us, Swami, please give all of us the strength to be worthy instruments in your organization, to be worthy instruments that you would like to call us off. We all will proudly call ourselves your devotee any day, but if we are able to be in that book where Swami is writing our name as his devotee, I think that in itself is something that we all can live up to. With these few thoughts, I will come back again to work with the guest speaker a little bit on the translation. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you.